What's up, guys? Welcome back. Amazing RC. It's your boy Brian, and today I got a bit of a review. Now, it's the RadioLink RC6GS, and there's some really great stats with this transmitter, and I've wanted one of these for a very long time, and today we're going to give you guys a brief 60-day review and how I feel about it so far. Now, I say so far because I just ordered a couple things specifically for this transmitter, so I'm going to want to do another review in just a little while. Now, Banggood.com has these right now. I think they're right around $70. And if you think that's a lot of money, hold tight and I may change your mind before the end of this video. Now, it's not all butterflies and roses. Believe it or not, there's actually something I don't like about the transmitter, so stick around. You'll hear about that as well. One of the things that people really get excited about for this transmitter, as far as myself included, is it does have, your onboard telemetry. I'm pretty sure this holds right around 10 models. I've got 2 on it so far. It's one of the things that I want to do another review later on, because I've got this transmitter on my Emax right now, as well as the G-Made Komodo GS01. So that's 2 different genres of truck. Well, I want to bring a third genre into it as well, and we're going to throw it on the touring car. Now, the reason that I want to get it on the touring car is because you can get, just like your Dumbo RC, you can get a receiver that has a gyroscope in it. Now, if you guys are familiar with Traxxas TSM, as I am, that's going to put a touring car and on the road and driving straight, no matter, what kind of gravel, snow, wet, it doesn't matter. It's going to run true with a good gyroscope and a good system. Now, I've been with Traxxas now for a long, long time, and I've had plenty of TSM-enabled vehicles, and it works perfectly. So, I'm very excited to see how this transmitter does with the same technology. So, I'm waiting for just a short period of time. I've got another receiver ordered from Banggood.com coming for this car, so I'm going to keep you guys posted on that for sure. Now, one of the other things that I really dig about this transmitter is the fact that it's a 6-channel transmitter. Now, as far as price point goes, I'm pretty sure that this transmitter is right around $70, depending on where you get it. Banggood.com, somewhere around $70 right now. I think RadioLink's got them on Amazon right now for $70 as well. Worth every penny. The reason being is, if you put it up against another transmitter, so the Dumbo RC6X, which is a 6-channel transmitter, is $33 right now on Banggood.com. Oh my gosh, it's a $40 difference. Does not have onboard telemetry, the ability to not only change directions of all of your channels, but you can also change the channels around if for some reason you're in a hurry, like I was when I threw it on the Emax, and I threw my on-off switch in there real quick, and I put it on channel 3 because that's where it is on the Dumbo RC-X4. Well, it's not here. Channel 3 happens to be this toggle switch here, and that's not what I wanted, it on. So I went right in here and hit a couple buttons and went right to the channel. I changed channel 4 and 3, and I ended up putting it on the button right here. So I was very excited to know, and I did that on the fly. I had gotten out to where I was going and found out that I made the mistake and said, well, let me poke around in here for a second, and I actually figured it out without the book. It's extremely easy to get around. The menu is super, super easy to understand. There's 25, 30 different things that you can do in the menu. That's another thing that I want to go over in a future review video. I want to go over everything that this thing can do. That brings us to the second thing that we're waiting on currently from Banggood.com. It has the ability to run a winch from the toggle switch, and I'm sure other transmitters can do that as well. Now, I have an on-off switch for a winch specifically coming from Banggood.com right now, so I'm very excited to get that. We have our regular on-off switch from our Komodo here, right on this button channel here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Everything's super easy to use. Everything feels nice and solid. I've got my Velcro on top and bottom. It holds onto, my big camera rig I usually have hanging off the bottom of these. It uses that no problem. Had a nice flat spot on top to jam on my GoPro so that I can get a picture of my silly face as I'm riding off and doing our RC thing. So A lot of things on here I absolutely love. Price point, obviously, like we were talking about before. Because if you were to put this up against something, let's say, that does have telemetry, Spectrum DX5, I'm pretty sure has telemetry in it, $149.99. This is a $70 transmitter. This is half the price of that transmitter. And I don't know for sure, but this actually may be able to throw a signal a little bit farther on ground as well than the Spectrum DX5. I know that they're claiming 400 meters ground for this transmitter right here. I've put that to the test. I'll have a link to that video at the end of this one, and you can check it out for yourself. I don't know what 400 meters looks like, but we sent this truck out as far as I could see it with the naked eye. So it worked perfectly. I totally trust them with their distances. So the difference between a $149 transmitter and a $70 transmitter, I mean, I've never had one of those in my hand before. I had one of the really, really nice ones. I think it's the 7, which has like an Android phone stuck to it. I got to set one of those up for a buddy of mine a while ago, and that was a little too much. I mean, that thing was like $600-700. It was ridiculous. Nothing against Spectrum. I've got a Spectrum transmitter, but that was a bit much. This, like I said, love everything about it, but it's not perfect. And here's the two things that I think, if they were to bring another transmitter out with this one in mind, things they can do to improve it. One of which is the battery tray in the bottom. Now, this battery tray will hold 6 batteries. Normally it's 4, but 6 batteries if they're AA's. And I think the reason for this is they claim such a far ground reception that they need as much juice as they can get. Now, inside here, you can also put, I think, up to a 3S battery. So that's also going to give you really good power for your reception. What I don't like about it is the actual door itself. It doesn't want to stay on great. You know, if you bump it, you move it, it doesn't want to get in there good and give a good snap. I know that my Dumbo RCX4 here, that tray snaps in real good, never wants to come out. The Traxxas trays, they snap in real good. Spectrum trays, well, I really got it out for Spectrum tonight, don't I? I keep thinking of RC Dale's, and all of his are falling off. He's got tape on them all, so sorry, Spectrum 0 for 2. Anyway, I don't like the battery tray. It likes to come off a little too much. The other thing is probably my biggest peeve of this entire amazing transmitter. It's where this toggle switch is right here. It happens to be right where I'm driving. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's me turning something on. Now, if I've got my winch on this toggle switch, which it won't be, that was another toggle switch. If I've got my winch on that, I have now bumped into it on accident, and it's doing something with the front of the vehicle that I don't want it to do. RadioLink, if you've got anything to do with the design of the very next transmitter, if you could just move that toggle switch somewhere else, it would be a perfect transmitter. Now, with that said, I can disable the toggle switch. I can not put anything there. I can move the commands for the toggle switch to be somewhere else, to where this has no effect of me bumping into it. But as it stands right now, I see every time that I go and run the Komodo, especially for some crazy reason, I happen to bump right into the toggle switch. Who knows? Maybe it's me. I doubt that it is. It's kind of in a bad place. Other than that, I absolutely love it. Guys, this transmitter is going to get some extra love very soon. We're going to come back with a final word video, final word review on this transmitter. We're going to have 3 vehicles on it. We're going to take them all out, get footage of all 3, show exactly what they can do per, setup through this transmitter on all 3 different models, and we're going to basically have a winch on it, see how that works with the toggle switch. I'll show off basically reprogramming the channels just in case you run into an issue, just like I had stated before. But it's $70. I'm a little short on cash as far as RC cash goes. Couldn't shell out $70 fast enough to get this transmitter down here. Absolutely love it. I was real close to getting one from RadioLink, but to be quite honest, didn't hurt my feelings at all to have one picked up and sent to the house. So if you have any questions on this transmitter, hit the comment section below, guys. and I'll be sure to get back with you and answer anything you got. To be honest, we've got a ton more stuff coming, guys. Before I let you go, let me run by a couple things here. Now, you know we're building Gary's truck here. Some of you know what's underneath this towel. Hopefully one of you out there does not know. We've got more stuff coming from Banggood.com. I've got carbon fiber coming for this, wood coming for this. We are going banana cakes. Banana cakes. This, I hope Gary's building something special over there, because I tell you right now, this is going to be the baddest thing I've ever built. End quote. This C24 doesn't look like much right now, but it's going to get a brand new heartbeat coming here real soon. And reason being is I've already ordered and on the way. I've got a bunch of reviews coming, guys, because I think I got 5 separate orders coming from Banggood.com right now. Banggood.com has been great to me. They got me in the affiliate program, and because of you guys buying a ton of stuff from my Banggood page, I've got a bunch of commission coming in. It's allowed me to really stretch my legs with this build right here, as well as this build right here. And for this one, we just picked up the adapters for the wheels, which basically makes this funky WPL wheel hub here and allows me to get the 12mm on. So what we're going to do, imagine, if you will, we are going to somehow get these really cool wheels on here. These are 1/10 scale touring car wheels, and we're gonna get those in there. We're gonna hug this thing in here all crazy. I mean, this is gonna be some wild lowrider. Just picked up a brand new servo for it. I thought that my TRX4 servos, you know, the ones that switch the gears right in first and second, and lock your differentials, those are the micros. Well, apparently you needed a mini. So I got a brand new servo to go in here. We're gonna do proportional steering, because remember, we got a brand new ESC coming for this. Can't say too much. Hi, Gary. Got a brand new ESC coming from Banggood for this. So that allows me to take the proportional ESC out of here, which has a receiver stuffed inside of it, and get it back in this car here, because this one isn't going to fit anything. Trust me. I tried to jam all this stuff out of there in it, and it almost didn't want to go. So, got extra stuff coming for this one, guys. We're going to try to run a winch off of this. I'm very excited right now. We got a ton of stuff coming to you guys, bunch of content. I know I've been working. No, we haven't had a lot of videos coming out, and for that I apologize, but I gotta pay the bills. So I'm still gonna try to get you as many videos as we can. Until next time, guys, my name is Brian, and this is Amazing RC. Thanks for stopping by.